Well, Coach, before we talk about today's practice, since you've had a chance to evaluate Saturday's scrimmage, what were your impressions of how the defense performed?
Not very good. We're not a very good defense right now.
In what ways would you say they're very good?
Sorry, repeat that?
In which specific way, which specific ways would you say they are very good in the scrimmage?
They are? Well, they aren't. That's why we're not. That's why we're not very good on defense, because we didn't play very good.
Coach, I know it's still early in spring practice, some of these newcomers, but more so at one of your positions, Deshaun Hayes, where's he kind of working there right now, and your first impressions of Deshaun?
No, I mean, you can see. I mean, you can see why he was recruited. He flashes from time to time, but we obviously need to get a lot better. There's a reason why he is where he's at on the depth chart right now.
John?
Coach, you mentioned the defense isn't very good right now. What would you kind of attribute that to, like more specifically?
That's number one, poor coaching by us. We don't play very hard. When we do know what to do, we don't do it the way it's supposed to be done. And so we've done a bad job coaching so far, and we've done a bad job learning. And so we got to get a lot better job here in these last 6 practices by both coaches and players.
What's it going to take for this defense to get to your standard of where it should be in these last 6 practices or so? What do you want to see out of them in order for them to kind of get better for your standard?
No, it's not my standard. It's a pretty simple standard. If the offense goes up and down the field, that's bad defense. I don't care what defensive coordinator. If an offense moves the ball and scores points, that's not good defense. So that's kind of a universal standard. The scoreboard don't lie.
Yep.
Coach, are there specific things that you're looking for out of your defense in the spring game, or is it just general improvement across the board?
Oh, it's pretty simple. I mean, football players make plays. Don't give up yards. Don't give up points. Fly around, play the game the right way. Coach them better. If they're not doing the right thing, that means we've done a really poor job coaching. Number one, right? Me at the top of that list. I've done a poor job. So it's not the players' fault. It's our fault as coaches, but we better get it right in these last 6 practices because we don't give you more than 15 in spring.
Coach, back to the more so the middle linebackers. You talked earlier this spring about Mookie Watson just focusing on Mike linebacker and not moving him around as much. How has that helped him this spring to focus on that Mike position?
I mean, you hope it helps him quite a bit, just being in one spot and only having to learn that set of assignments. And so, he's got 6 more practices to prove he's the guy going into camp.
David?
Getting back to the evaluation of scrimmage, did the players come away with the same evaluation? Did you have to stress that point to them, or did they know they didn't meet any kind of standards?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. When you talk to players, obviously they're going to, say yes, sir, and because that's the answer you want to hear. But I guess that'd be a question for them. I mean, we made some good plays, and anytime you're in a scrimmage, you play, however many plays we did. There's going to be some good plays, but there's way too many negative plays. It's hard to be good on defense when you're giving up a whole bunch of negative plays. Assignment errors and explosive plays given up, you're not going to be very good on defense.
Coach, were there any freshmen that have impressed you so far, or is it still some that a lot of them are still learning?
Off the top of my head, no.